Welcome to the Streamport Connection with Tommy. This video is on the pay-per-view Survivor Series and the pre-show. And here we go. 2013 Survivor Series kicked off with pre-show with the panel being Josh Matthews, Bret Hart, Booker T, and Mick Foley. Hall of Famers hyped the pay-per-view and they talked about the pre-show match, The Miz versus Kofi Kingston. Booker T predicted Kofi will win. Foley predicted The Miz will win, and Bret Hart goes with The Miz also. And we go backstage to Renee Young in the social media lounge. The hashtag for tonight was hashtag Survivor Series. They're asking for fans to tweet or post their Survivor Series dream teams on Facebook and Twitter. And Renee's is Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, William Regal, Trish Stratus, and the Gobbledygookers. Then we get hype for Alberto Del Rio versus John Cena, and the Usos are backstage putting on the war paint when Goldust and Cody Rhodes walk up. Rey Mysterio also appears. Everyone says they're ready for war tonight, and Goldust and Cody says it's all about teamwork tonight. We see fans getting their concessions as Bret Hart talks about what it's like to compete in a Survivor Series elimination match. Foley expects the Usos to shine. Booker says that they all have to work as a team. Foley says if he was on the other team, he would look at Rey as a weak link and go after his knee. Booker says Rey is no weak link and he is going to get croaked tonight. Renee backstage with CM Punk and Daniel Bryan. Bryan says that they can be ruthless, violent, and unreasonable, just like the Wyatt family. Bryan says they like challenges and have been overcoming them ever since entering WWE. Bryan says that they will come out on top tonight. And Punk says he and Bryan aren't intimidated by the Wyatts. They aren't afraid of the dark. And Punk says that the Wyatts have bitten off more than they can chew. Punk says that they are goats. The greatest of all teams. Punk tells everyone to get ready because they're coming. The announcers then talk about Punk and Bryan versus the Wyatts as we go to JBL, Michael Coleslaw, and Jerry the King Lawler. And first match up was Kofi Kingston versus The Miz. This is the pre-show. We go to the ring. Out first comes Kofi. Miz was out next. Miz extends his hand for a brief handshake, but Kofi is hesitant. They shake hands and they lock up and go at it. They trade roll-ups and pin attempts for a few moments before breaking and locking back up. More back and forth action. Miz hits an inverted atomic drop and a figure four attempt, but Kofi kicks him off. Miz ducks Trouble in Paradise. Kofi kicks Miz in the jaw and sends him over the top rope. Kofi leaps out with a suicide dive as we go to a commercial break on a free show. Back from the break, Kofi has Miz down on the mat. Miz fights off, but Kofi mounts him in the corner with punches. Miz dumps Kofi out to the apron and drops him with a big boot. Miz drags Kofi to the middle of the ring and covers for a 2 count. Miz keeps control until Kofi stomps on his chest. Kofi makes a comeback and nails a drop kick. Kofi gets a big clothesline and then a boom drop. Miz ducks the Trouble in Paradise, but Kofi rolls him up for a 2 count. Miz blocks the SOS. Miz nails a backbreaker, but Kofi blocked him. Kofi nailed SOS for a 2 count. And Miz dropped Kofi on the top rope and goes for the figure four. Kofi turns it into a small package for a 2 with a reversal. Miz runs into a kick in the corner, and Kofi goes up top and nails crossbody for a 2 count. And Kofi with a running kick to the face, and then another. Kofi goes up for a third, but Miz ducks and goes for a skull-crushing finale. And Kofi countered with a roll-up, but Miz countered that with a roll-up win for himself for the win. After the match, Miz extended his hand again, but Kofi slapped him in the face. Kofi left the ring with Miz looking shocked. We go backstage, back to Renee Young, back to the social media lounge for more Facebook and Twitter plugs. And we go back to the Hall of Famers with Josh Matthews, and they talk about tonight's WWE title match to end the pre-show. And Survivor Series starts off with Triple H and Stephanie McMahon coming to the stage. Stephanie talks about how they guaranteed no interference in the WWE title match tonight, but Triple H reveals that they are allowing no interference in any match tonight. We're kicking off with a 5-on-5 elimination Survivor Series match. We go to opening video. Traditional Survivor Series elimination match with Rey Mysterio, Cody Rhodes, Goldust, and the Usos versus the Shield and the Real Americans. We go to the ring. Out first comes Rey Mysterio with a big pop. The Usos were out next, followed by the WWE Tag Team Champions Cody Rhodes and Goldust. We see Ricardo Rodriguez assisting with the Spanish announcers commentary tonight. The Culture is out next with Jack Swagger and Antonio Cesaro. Zeb rips on Boston Red Sox player David Ortiz in attendance and acts like he's twerking, resulting in a pulled muscle. Cody takes the mic and tells Zeb nobody paid to hear him talk. The Shield's music hits. Next out comes Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and the U.S. title holder Dean Ambrose through the crowd. Cody and Ambrose start things out as they go at it. Cody drops Ambrose with a right hand. Ambrose strikes back with a kick to the gut and worked over Cody in the corner. Cody kicked Ambrose in the face, but Ambrose dropped him with a knee to the gut. Ambrose was stomped and kicked in the corner. Then Ambrose kept pushing the referee away and gets in his face for an argument. And Cody rolls Ambrose up, and while he's arguing with the referee, Ambrose is eliminated. Ambrose argued with the referee some more until Cody knocked him out of the ring. The Usos end up getting into it with the Shield and the Real Americans. One Uso leaped out onto Rollins and Reigns. The other leaped onto Swagger and Cesaro. Things settle down, and it's Cody in control of Rollins with a 2 count. Goldust tags into it with a big pop and goes to work on Rollins. Goldust with a big backdrop and a 2 count. Cesaro tags himself in, but Goldust kept control. Swagger tags himself in and runs over Goldust. Swagger rammed Goldust into the corner and worked him over with the knees to the gut. Cesaro with a cheap shot on Goldust as Swagger tags in. Swagger tags back to Cesaro in for double teaming. Swagger comes back in again with another big slam on Goldust for a 2 count. Swagger with a clothesline and a Swagger bomb. Cesaro tags in for some more double teaming. Cesaro stomps on Goldust's chest and slips on him before covering for a 2 count. Cesaro with a headlock. Goldust falls to his feet and backslides Cesaro for a 2 count. Goldust nails a big DDT. Cesaro come up with a big gut-wrench slam. Goldust knocks his opponent off the apron and slams Cesaro. Swagger came back with a Swagger bomb, but Goldust countered. Ray tags in and unloads on Swagger. Ray nails the Bulldog and kicks Swagger in the face. With a 619, Swagger catches Ray for a gut-wrench powerbomb. Then Ray fights off. Ray tagged in Jimmy Uso, and Ray hits the 619 on Swagger. Swagger turns around into a kick from the Uso, and Jay tags in and nails a Superfly Splash for the pin. Swagger is eliminated. Cesaro tags in, or is automatically in, and goes at it with Jay. Cesaro nails a big Cesaro swing. The other Uso runs in, and Cesaro nails a big Cesaro swing on him also. The crowd pops big for Cesaro. Cody tags in and tangles with Cesaro before rolling him up for the pin. Cesaro is eliminated, so it's down to 5-on-2 now. Rollins tells Reigns to take Cody out, and he charges. They go at it until one of the Usos tags in and takes control of Reigns. The other Uso tags in for some double teaming in the corner. Reigns runs over Uso with a big elbow to the jaw and tags in Rollins for some double teaming in their corner. Rollins stomps away. More tags and double teaming from Rollins and Reigns. Rollins backdrops Uso for a close 2 count. Uso makes a comeback and dumps Rollins out to the floor. Reigns stops him from making a tag, but Uso kicks him off. Jimmy tags in and unloads on Reigns. Reigns comes back and gets caught with a big Samoan drop. Uso with a big splash in the corner and gets a 2 count. Uso goes up top, but Reigns cuts him off and climbs up himself. Uso knocks Reigns to the mat, but splashes onto his knees. Reigns nails a big spear for the pinfall, and Jimmy is eliminated. Cody comes in with a missile drop kick and more offense on Reigns. Cody nails a big moonsault for a 2. Rollins blocks the disaster kick, but Cody goes for a crossroads. Rollins blocks that, but Cody blocks him again. Reigns tags in as Cody. Drops Rollins with a crossroads. Reigns nails a big spear on Cody for a pin and an elimination. Cody is gone. Jey Uso is in now and unloads on Reigns, taking him to the floor and throwing him into the barrier. They come back in the ring. Reigns ducks a big splash and tags in Rollins. Rollins stomps on Uso's head and covers for a pin, and Jey is eliminated. Rollins and Ray go at it now. Rollins stomps away and talks some trash. Rollins rolls Ray up, but Ray kicks him in the face and covers for a 2 count. Ray goes to the top, but Rollins cuts him off. Ray ends up upside down in the corner in the tree of woe position. Rollins with a big, huge running drop kick to the face. Reigns comes in and tosses Ray across the mat, causing him to just slide right out of the ring and face first into the barrier. Goldust goes to check on Ray. Ray makes it back to the ring at the 8 count. Reigns goes for a spear, but Ray moves and hits the ring post. Rollins tags in and kicks Goldust off the apron to stop the tag. Rollins whips Ray into the turnbuckle and puts him on his shoulders as Ray counters and rolls Rollins up for a pin. Rollins is eliminated. Rollins beats Ray down before he's forced to leave the ring. And it's Roman Reigns versus Mysterio and Goldust now. Reigns beats Ray in the corner and talks some trash. Ray with a big kick to the face. Ray slides for a tag, but can't make it. Ray nails the insecurity and drops him face first into the turnbuckle. Goldust tags in and unloads on Reigns. Short back and forth action. Goldust with a big right hand and a spine buster for a 2 count. Goldust mounts Reigns with a right hand in the corner, but Goldust with a power slam for another pin attempt. Reigns rams Goldust in the corner and gets hit to the right hand, and Goldust with a crossbody from the top for a 2 count. Goldust gets a clothesline. Reigns blocks the Bulldog and nails a spear for a pinfall. Goldust is eliminated. So we're down to 1-on-1. Ray springboards in, but Reigns catches him. Ray counters and drops Reigns for the 619, but Ray runs the ropes but as Ray runs the ropes, Reigns cuts him off with another huge spear for the elimination pin, and Roman Reigns wins for his team. Kane's backstage with Stephanie McMahon for the next segment. And Triple H. Kane's backstage with Stephanie and Triple H. When Randy Orton walks in and interrupts, he wants them to make sure that they're on the same page about him getting respect. Stephanie pokes at him. Triple H tells Orton he's the Viper, the face of WWE. Stephanie tells him to go prove it, and Orton storms off. Intercontinental title match, Curtis Axel versus Big E Langston. We go straight to the ring, and out first comes Axel. Intercontinental Champion Big E is out next. He comes with a pop from the crowd. They lock up, and Axel applies a headlock. Big E turns it around, slams Axel on his face. They trade quick pin attempts and lock up again. Axel works on Big E's arm. Big E powers out and slams Axel. More back and forth out of the corner. They run the ropes, and Big E nails the big shoulder tackle. Big E rams Axel into the corner and lets him high in the air before hitting a big clothesline and another pin attempt. They go to the floor and end up on the apron. Axel knocks Big E off. Axel runs and leaps off the apron with a clothesline. Axel brings Big E back in the ring for a 2 count. And Axel with knees to the face and a neck breaker for a 2 count. More back and forth as Axel gets a cheap shot to the knee and a perfect flex for a 2 count. Axel misses a splash in the corner. Big E runs into an elbow. Axel goes up to the top, but Big E catches him on the way down, and Big E then counters a neckbreaker and nails the big ending for the win. Winner is still champion Big E Langston. After the match, Renee Young interviewed Big E in the ring. He gets a pop for mentioning Boston and comparing his win to the Red Sox winning the World Series. AJ Lee and Tamina Snuka are backstage. She's trying to give them a pep talk about what is talking down to them. None of them are as inspired, and they don't buy it. Caitlin wonders why any of them should trust her. AJ rips them some more. She says none of them are on Total Divas because they're not wanted. AJ tells them to start their own show by stealing this one tonight and walks off. Traditional Survivor Series 7-on-7 elimination match. During this match, there is A mention of the Sole Survivor. That's not correct. Eva Marie, JoJo, Natalia, Cameron, Naomi, and the Bella Twins in a 7 versus 7 elimination match. AJ Lee, Tamina, Snuka, Caitlin, Alicia Fox, Oksana, Rosa Mendez, and Summer Rae were the opponents. They go to the ring out first comes the cast of Total Divas to their theme song. WWE Divas Champion AJ was out next with her partners, and we see footage of Alicia Fox and Eva Marie helping at the Boston Food Bank on Saturday. Naomi and Alicia start the match, and they trade pin attempts. Alicia with a running boot in the corner. Alicia takes Naomi to the top, but Naomi sends her to the mat. Naomi with a split leg moonsault for the pinfall. Alicia is eliminated. Rosa comes in and dodges a rear view. Cameron tags in and they double team Rosa. Cameron covers for a 2 count. Cameron takes Rosa to the corner and slams her head into the turnbuckle. Cameron then whips Rosa hard into the corner, but Rosa charges and nails her in the face. Rosa covers Cameron for the pin. Cameron is eliminated. Nikki Bella comes in while Rosa is dancing. Nikki drops her and pins her. Rosa's been eliminated. Summer Rae comes in and dances in Nikki's face. Nikki responds by doing the worm to a pop. The backwards worm, I should say. Summer dances and does a split. Nikki kicks her in the face and pins her. Summer is eliminated. Caitlin comes in and Eva tags in for her team and the crowd boos for her. Caitlin drops Eva with a knee to the gut and covers her for the pin. Eva is gone. Naomi comes in and goes at it with Caitlin. Naomi with some offense until Caitlin hits her with a knee to the gut. Also for a pin. Naomi is gone. Eliminated. Brie Bella comes in and goes at it with Caitlin. Brie dodges a spear and nails a missile drop kick for the pin. Caitlin is eliminated. Oksana comes in and Brie unloads on her. AJ attacks from behind, allowing Oksana to nail a spinebuster on Brie for the pinfall. So Brie is eliminated. Nikki comes in and drops Oksana over her shoulders with a backbreaker for the pin. Oksana is eliminated. Tamina comes in with headbutts on Nikki. She knocks Natalya off the apron after working Nikki over. Tamina goes back to Nikki and beats her down in the corner. Tamina with a suplex and a hard whip into the corner. Nikki comes back with a botched enziguri. Nikki goes for a tag, but Natalya is down on the floor and she is hesitant to tag in JoJo, but does. Tamina laughs as JoJo enters the ring. Tamina shoves her to the mat and taunts her. AJ is smiling as Tamina bullies JoJo. Tamina runs into boots in the corner. JoJo comes off the top, but Tamina catches her. JoJo counters and rolls up Tamina for a 2 count. Tamina comes back and drops JoJo. Tamina with a Samoan drop. She tags in AJ, who skips around the ring to a pop. AJ covers for the pin. JoJo is eliminated. Natalya comes in and goes at it with Tamina, who tags in. Tamina takes control and slams Natalya before going to the top. Natalya rolled out of the way of the Superfly Splash. Natalya makes Tamina submit with a sharpshooter. Tamina is eliminated. AJ runs in and breaks the hold by hitting AJ. Cole keeps saying that they are the last 2, but Nikki hasn't been eliminated yet. They go at it until Natalya gets the win via sharpshooter. Nikki runs in the ring to celebrate, but the announcers keep referring to Natalya as being the sole survivor and winner, and she is announced as the only winner. Botch. So Natalya and Nikki are the winners. We go backstage and Randy Orton tries bullying referee Charles Robinson, Little H, into calling things in his favor for later tonight. Robinson says he's going to do what the authority said and walks off. We go back to our Hall of Fame panel to discuss what's happened so far. They all got introduced to big pops from the crowd. Before the Hall of Famers can speak about the pay-per-view, Ryback's music hits and he comes out to the stage. He rips on the Hall of Famers and calls them cowards. Ryback heads to the ring and we have an open challenge. This match was not on the card, and he challenges, as the fans are calling the Goldberg chance. Ryback talks about how he's bigger and better. He tells someone to come out and prove him wrong. Out comes Mark Henry to a big pop with his new look. Yeah, he's got a shaved head. Then we get Ryback versus Mark Henry. Bell rings and Ryback takes Henry to the corner. They break and Ryback runs his mouth. Henry shows Ryback back into the ropes and telling him to bring it. Ryback with a little bit of offense until Henry drops him with a big shoulder. Henry scoots Ryback for a slam, but Ryback slides out and takes Henry down by his knee. Ryback with a splash and a 2 count. Ryback gets a suplex on Henry as the Goldberg chant starts again. Ryback charges in the corner, but Henry moves, and Ryback hits the ring post. Falling out to the floor, Henry comes back and charges into Ryback with a headbutt for a 2 count. Ryback goes back to work on Henry's knee. Henry comes back with a power slam. Ryback blocks the world's strongest slam and nails a spine buster. Henry blocks a meat hook clothesline with a big splash, almost a crossbody. Henry came off his feet there. Henry nailed the world's strongest slam for the win. Mark Henry won the match. We go to the Hall of Fame panel again to discuss tonight's World Heavyweight title match. They also air a promo video for the match. Our brother Del Rio versus John C. Can't see me Cena. We see a trainer backstage looking at John Cena's injured arm as Alberto Del Rio makes his way out, waving with a Mexican flag. Out next comes World Heavyweight Champion Cena through the big hometown pop as they are in Boston. Lillian Garcia, and by the way, his dad and his other family members are there as well. Lillian Garcia does official ring introductions, and Cena gets the big pop again. Back and forth to start the match. They run the ropes, and Del Rio hits a high hip toss and takes Cena into a headlock. More back and forth action. Del Rio plays leapfrog and kicks Cena's leg out. Del Rio with a suplex and a 2 count. Del Rio with another hold on Cena's injured arm. Cena powers up with Del Rio on his shoulders, but Del Rio slides out and clothesline Cena for a 2 count. Cena rolls out to the apron for a breather, but Del Rio uses the ropes on his injured arm. Del Rio goes to the top and comes down with a shot to Cena's arm. Cena rolls to the floor and Del Rio follows. Del Rio goes for a shot into the steps, but Cena blocked it and fought him off. Del Rio turned it around and whipped Cena's arm first into the steel steps. Del Rio brought it back in the ring for a 2 count. Del Rio with more stomps before going to the top again. Del Rio comes crashing down and lays Cena out again. 2 count by Del Rio. Cena looked to make a comeback, but Del Rio moved and Cena runs into the turnbuckle. Del Rio with a big kick to the arm and a boot to the throat. Cena came back with a shoulder tackle, but Del Rio ducked the second one and Cena flies out of the ring. Del Rio follows and rams Cena into the fan barrier. Del Rio stands on the steel steps and mocks the fans with Cena's "You can't see me" gesture. Del Rio comes back in the ring while referee counts Cena. Cena makes it back in and drops Del Rio's throat over the top. Cena runs in the ring, but Del Rio floors him with a clothesline for a 2 count. Del Rio slides off Cena's shoulders again. Cena comes back and nails 2 shoulders, and Del Rio counters once again and nails a backstabber for a pin attempt. Del Rio comes off the top rope, but Cena drop kicked him on the way down. Cena with more offense goes for the 5-knuckle shuffle, but Del Rio kicked him in the face and nailed a big DDT for a close 2 count. Del Rio uses ropes on Cena's arm again. Del Rio ran the ropes and charges, but Cena moved and Del Rio lands on the floor. Del Rio made it back in the ring at 9 count. Cena with a backdrop and a 5-knuckle shuffle. Del Rio slides out of a attitude adjustment attempt and nails a German suplex for a 2 count. Del Rio misses an enziguri. Del Rio blocks the STF. More back and forth in the corner. Cena nails a tornado DDT for a close 2 count. Cena argues with the referee a bit about the count. Cena goes to the top, and this time Del Rio nails the enziguri for a 2 count. Dueling chance for Cena. Cena sucks. Let's go Cena. Cena sucks again. Del Rio turns Cena upside down in a corner. Works him over with a trio woe. Del Rio charges, but Cena lifts himself up, and Del Rio hits the ring post. Another close pin attempt after Cena hits the top rope leg drop. Del Rio with a tilt-the-world backbreaker for a close 2 count. Del Rio got a C chant going as he goes for the cross-arm breaker, but Cena rolls through and applied the SCF. Del Rio got a finger on the bottom rope, and the hold was broken. Del Rio connected with a big kick and covers Cena for a 2 count. As Cena counters the cross arm breaker and hits the double neck breaker for a 2 count. Cena goes back on top and nails the crossbody, but Del Rio rolls through and applies the cross arm breaker on Cena's injured arm. Cena gets to one knee and powers up with Del Rio, dropping him with a power bomb. More counters. And Cena counters the cross arm breaker and nails out to just before the win. Winner still champion John Cena. After the match, Cena greets his family at ringside and shakes hands with some other fans before going to the back. Then Tito Marella and R-Truth backstage arguing about who's going to win the Money in the Bank. It turns out they're playing with the new Power Slammers toys. Los Matadors appear with El Torito for some comedy as Fandango's music hits and interrupts the fun. John Laurinaitis appears and wants to play also. Yeah, remember him? The former employee of WWE. And more comedy before Truth and Santino start playing. And now the announcers acknowledge that Nikki was never eliminated earlier in the match to make their correction. She and Natalya are announced as the winners. We get a promo for CM Punk and Daniel Bryan versus the Wyatt family. CM Punk and Daniel Bryan versus Eric Rowan and Luke Harper. We go to the ring. Out first comes CM Punk. Daniel Bryan went out next with a big pop. Lights go out and Bray Wyatt lights up the lantern. He says, she told him about Punk and Bryan. Bray says that they're the Reapers and there's nowhere to run. He blows the light out and they head to the ring. Now, that was a little bit different than we're here. The lights come back on and Bray is already in his rocking chair. Harper and Rowan are in the ring staring at Punk and Bryan. The bell rings and here we go. Rowan starts things off with Bryan. Bryan ducks a right hand and kicks him down. Bryan continues to duck and kick until Rowan shoves him across the ring. Rowan takes Bryan to the corner and beats him down. Bryan turns it around with kicks. Punk tags in and keeps up the attack on Rowan. Punk works on the knee until Rowan clubs him to the mat. Rowan drops Punk in the corner and tags in Harper. Harper works Punk over in the corner before running into a boot. Punk comes crashing down with a 2 count and more offense. Harper turns it around and nails some big chops to the chest. Harper takes Punk back to the corner and tags in Rowan. Rowan with a big hip bear hug on Punk. Punk fights out and goes for a suplex, but Rowan counters. Punk slides out and kicks Rowan's knee. Bryan tags in for a double suplex, but Rowan blocks it and suplexes both of them at the same time. Rowan takes Bryan into the corner and works him over some more. Bryan drops Rowan into the turnbuckle, then tags in Punk for some double teaming, kicking in the corner. Bryan tags right back in for some more double teaming himself. Another tag to Punk for a double backdrop. Punk covers Rowan for a 2 count. Harper comes in and Rowan distracts the referee and Punk, allowing Harper to run over Punk. Rowan tags back in and drops knees on Punk for another 2 count. Rowan keeps Punk grounded as the fans chant his name. Rowan with a knee to the back for another 2 count. Harper tags back in and stomps on Punk's head. Harper drops Punk with a big uppercut. Harper with a gator roll on Punk. Punk fought out of it with chops and kicks on Harper. Harper catches a kick and slams Punk for a 2. Harper stands on Punk's hand and tags in Rowan. Rowan with another pin attempt on Punk. Punk nails Harper on the apron and leaps for a tag, but Rowan stopped it. Rowan shoves Punk into the corner, but runs into boots. Punk with a tornado DDT. Harper and Bryan tag in. Bryan with kicks and fans chant yes as Bryan keeps control and hits the clothesline before sending Harper to the floor. Bryan leaps out with a suicide dive and sends Harper into the barrier. Bryan brings it back in and goes to the top. Bryan with a missile drop kick for a 2 count. It appears Harper hurt his knee on the floor. Bryan with kicks. Harper counters the roundhouse, but Bryan slides out of a powerbomb. Bryan takes Harper up top for Hurricane Rana, but Harper turns it into a sit-down powerbomb for a close 2 count as Punk makes a save. Rowan comes in and just tosses Punk over the top rope. Fans chant, "This is awesome," as Wyatt tells his guys to punish him. Rowan with a splash on Bryan for a 2 count. Harper with another big slam and another. Rowan with a third body slam for a 2 count. Rowan kicks Punk off the apron as he crawls up for the floor. Harper comes in and keeps control, catapulting Bryan under the second rope. Harper with another 2 count. Bryan fights them both off with his right hands. But Harper tosses him back with a big suplex. Harper charges Punk on the apron, but Punk kicks him in the head. Punk tried to rally the fans up now. Bryan starts to get up as fans chant yes again. Punk springboards in and takes out Harper. Punk unloads on Harper and drop kicks him. Rowan throws the sheep mask in, but Punk kicks it out of the ring. Punk knocks Rowan off the apron. Punk goes to the top and leaps on to Bray and Rowan on the floor. Instead of elbow dropping Harper in the middle of the ring, Punk comes back in and dodges a clothesline. Punk hits a neck breaker on Harper and Punk goes up top and nails a big elbow for a 2 count. Fans chant Randy Savage's name after that elbow drop. Punk goes for a GTS on Harper, but Rowan stops it. Bryan runs in and takes Rowan out with knees. Punk ducks the clothesline from Harper and nails a GTS for the win. Winner, CM Punk and Daniel Bryan. After the bell, we see Bray trying to get up on the floor. He looks upset as Bryan and Punk start to celebrate before the replays go. Bray stares down at Punk and Bryan before taking his shirt off to hit the ring and fight. Bray gets on the apron but drops back down before getting in. Second thought, he leaves. Punk, Bryan, and the fans chant yes, but Bray just laughs and leaves. The Wyatt family left and Bryan's music plays as the fans continue chanting. And they show Cena backstage with a trainer. Stephanie and Triple H comes in as well. The trainer says Cena will be good to go for Raw tomorrow night. Orton storms in and Cena leaves so they can handle their business. Orton asks what that was all about and why Cena was there before storming off. When we get the big promo for the tonight's main event, title match, Big Show versus Randy Orton. We go to the ring and out first comes Big Show. And Randy Orton was out next, and we get formal ring introductions from JR, Justin Roberts. Big Show charges, and Orton drops out of the ring to start the match and retreats to the floor. Goes back in, and Big Show gets him, chasing him to stumble on the rope. Show takes Orton to the corner and works him over. Show nails a huge chop in the corner and another. Show with more shots in the corner before Orton goes down, and he stands on him. Show palms Orton's head and coming back in. Orton took advantage, but Show turned it, reversed it back around and goes for a pin attempt. Show gets more shots in the corner. Show runs and nails a splash, but Orton comes right back with a drop kick. No sell. Orton keeps Show down with kicks. Orton runs and drops knees on Show for 2 count. Show powers up with Orton on his neck. On his back, but Orton has a sleeper hold locked in. A boring chant starts from the crowd, and Show slams Orton back. Show with a clothesline and a backsplash in the corner. Show knocked Orton down with a shoulder. Show calls for a choke slam, and Orton rolls out to the floor. Show follows him out and throws Orton into the steel steps. Show grabs him again and throws him into the other set of steel steps. Show brought Orton back in the ring and tried to climb up to the top. Orton cut him off with kicks. Orton tried for a draping DDT from the top rope, but Show's leg fell off the turnbuckle. Orton drops Show with a regular DDT from the floor and poses as the crowd boos. Show blocks an RKO and choke slams Orton for a close 2 count. Show readies for the knockout punch, and Orton rolls back out to the floor. Show followed, but Orton fought back. Show throws Orton into the ropes, and he hits the referee. I was predicting that from earlier in the show when they were talking with Little Nate Robinson. Sending Charles Robinson to the mat, Orton fights back and sends Show into the steel steps. Orton sees the referee down and grabs a steel chair from under the ring. Show blocks it, knocks it to the floor, and throws Orton over the fan barrier. Show beats Orton through the crowd a little bit before bringing him back to ringside. Orton drops Show's face over the fan barrier. Orton goes for the draping DDT on the barrier, but Show drops him with a big knockout punch. While Orton is down on the floor and the referee is still out in the ring, we get a distraction. Show rolls Orton back in the ring as the referee gets up. Triple H's music hit, and now he comes on stage with Kane and Stephanie McMahon just to stand on the stage. While Big Show is distracted, allowing Orton to nail an RKO and gets the Nails a punk kick as Little Nate gets up and gets the pin count. Winner and still champion, Randy Orton. Well, after the bell, Stephanie and Triple H applaud Orton and start walking down the ramp as Kane follows, about halfway up. Orton celebrates with the WWE title as John Cena's music hits, and out he comes to the stage. Cena holds up the world title, his world heavyweight title, in the air and walks to the ring. Cena then enters the ring and raises his title to a big pop. Cena has words with Orton and raises his world title to him. Orton raises his title back, but Cena gets a bigger pop again. Survivor Series goes off the air with the belt stare down, with them holding their titles, and that ends the results for the Survivor Series pay-per-view. Thanks again. Peace out.